Hey, man. Yeah.
Hey, is Connor there?
Yeah, he's there.
Could you have him turn the TV on, man? I'm gonna do a little test of this stream, see how it's on your end.
Turn the TV on real quick. Hey, somebody just called. You want their info? Or you want Monica and you? Coming to now. I didn't want to get pressed.
Right on. I think she just got off the phone with them. She got the missed call, so she called him right back. What's that?
His name is Layton.
Layton. Let me check. Monica, did you just talk to someone named Peyton? Yeah, she just talked to some guy. She told him right back.
Okay. Alright, cool. Somebody different, so right now I got the guy's info.
Right on.
So, let's see, he's trying to search him up right now.
Alright.
So, you see right here. They're going to school in Spanish. So,
Who's out there this morning?
Connor, Brandon. There you go. You see us?
Yeah, I can see you.
Brandon. There you go. You see us? Yeah.
About how many seconds is it?
Hey, Connor, see you.
Yes.
Hey, I'm going to turn the phone off to see if you can hear me.
Alright. Hey, can you hear me now, Connor? All right, just give me like 2 or 3 minutes. Let me get changed out and we'll get started right up. Streaming already, so we'll do it here. Just like 4 or 5 of the guys. I wish that I could pull up the ring camera because I can't hear them as good unless they're far away. I mean closer. I'm just going to show them that Hey Connor, how can you hear me from here? Hey, can you hear me, Connor? Peter, how do you hear me up close? I've got to get the speaker on the camera up a little bit louder. You guys are really quiet on my end. One of you guys for today, you could probably just turn WhatsApp on, and I'll get like a live time, like at least hearing you guys back. I can see you fine, like it's perfect on the clarity, but I can't really hear you guys the best.
And the birds finally shut up.
What is it?
And the birds finally hushed.
Sounds good. All right, can you hear me good on the phone? That's much better. I'll be able to hear you guys at least now.
You have to bring it over here.
Are you guys warmed up now, Connor, or do you need a few minutes to get the guys going? I'm ready for technique whenever you guys are ready.
Okay, give us 10 minutes. We'll get warmed up and then we'll get going.
Sounds good, bro.
That's about what, 10 seconds? 5, 10 seconds. Yeah, there's about a 5 to 10 second delay.
5 or 10 seconds, so about like I guess a camera anchorman or whatever when he's out on the field.
I guess so, yeah. That's about right. Because the second you stopped talking, he started talking.
What is that noise? You gotta get that phone away from the camera.
Hey, Connor, are you guys hearing like a weird noise in the background, or is it just me?
It sounds like something's swinging on the chair.
Yeah.
Yeah, I hear that too. It was doing that the whole time we were on WhatsApp. You may need to take your cell phone a little bit away from the ring camera.
Yeah. There we go. Hold on, let me see if and then we can put this right here.
Yeah, if you guys have any questions, just kind of come up to the phone, I guess, for today until I figure out the audio, and we'll just work from there.
Yeah, I'm going to connect to this speaker so that you can speak through the phone.
Okay. Are you just going to turn the volume down on the TV and just listen to me through the audio then? Or are you just going to leave the TV?
Figure that, so don't worry about it.
All right, you guys ready?
There we go.
All right, you ready, Mom? Mm-hmm. You're gonna be back. All right, guys, we're going to work on a little bit of passing today, passing from the open guard. What I really want to focus on is going to the headquarters position and really work on the X pass for today. So as far as setting it up, just remember when you make those grips, we need to know the intentions of those grips before we go. So I come in, I'm making grips. I'm not in so close here. I'm much further away, all right? I'm going to do a little side shuffle. I'm going to step in. And a lot of times from here, they'll establish a De La Hiva hook, and I want to make sure I step over the far side leg. So I'm in this position. What I'm going to do, I'm going to lower my base, make a little tail grip, and stop here. All right, so one more time. We're coming in, hand grips, side shuffle, stepping in. Then throw the De La Hiva hook in. I'm stepping over the far side leg. Same side lapel. I'm going to lower my base down nice and heavy. All right, guys, hands up. 1, 2, 3.
Maybe the initial part will be on the phone, but then like they can't hear you if you're on the seat.
Guys, circle back up really quick. All right, guys, so let's just start with the De La Hiva guard. She's got the De La Hiva hook in. From here, I'm going to control that far side pant, right? So I'm stepping over the leg. I have the De La Hiva hook, and I'm stepping over the far side leg. I'm going to have a lapel grip. I'm going to keep the pant grip. I'm lowering my base down. All right, so one more time. The way we're setting it up is off of offense. We're not countering the attack. So I'm coming in. I grip. As I step in, she has the De La Hiva hook. I'm lowering my base. This is where I want to stop at, right? Once I get to this position, I can be really patient. So for the actual pass, I'm going to create a little reaction out of her. So this inside, this shin grip I'll take and make a grip right over the side of the knee line. As I start driving in, a lot of times they start framing with their arms to keep me away. As they do that, what I'm going to do, I'm going to put all my weight on my far side leg. As I do that, I'm going to lean forward a bit more, kick back, straight to knee on belly. So one more time. From the headquarters position, I'm here. I slide my hand over the knee. I lean forward, and I work the pass. All right, guys, hands up. 1, 2, 3.
About 5, 6 seconds.
Guys, circle back up one more time. All right, so when we first entered this position, guys, I'm seeing a lot of people that are really leaning over way too much far forward, right? If I get caught here, she has the deli heave and I'm leaning, I'm going to go over, okay? So when you first come in, I need you to lower your base and stay more back away from her. So as I come in, I'm here and I'm squatting down low. If I'm here and she's got a lapel grip, she pulls me, I'm going to fall, right? If I lower my base to here and I've got my grip, now when she pulls me, I can frame with my hand and keep myself back, really sit down. All right, so don't lean so much forward here until I get my position ready. After I have my position ready, that's when I'll start leaning forward a bit, and if she starts framing, that's when I work my pass. So one more time, keep the base back further and then lower. So I come in, I've got the headquarters position, I've got my lapel grip, I've got my knee grip, and I'm hunkered down low here, like I'm sitting down. I'm not leaning forward at all until I'm ready to pass. The moment I'm ready to pass, I know she's going to frame, and that's when I pass. So as I'm here, I lean forward, she frames, and I pass. All right, guys, hands up. 1, 2, 3. Do you have the time on it? See if you can pull up the ring camera or something on that.
Yeah, I had to watch that.
Ben, make sure you have your De La Hiva hook established on the left foot. No.
I would forget it too. I call her vision.
All right, guys, circle back in.
This ain't working.
What is it? All right, guys, I want you to pay attention to Monica. Look at her De La Hiva hook. It's got nice secured attachment under my leg, and her knee line's more up. I'm seeing a couple of you guys the knees more out to the side. From this angle, it's not going to be a real effective De La Riva hook. So, like I said, let's try to practice as realistic as possible, right? So she's going to have the De La Riva hook established, okay? On the other side, I'm standing up with my foot, and I'm stepping over her leg. So as I'm here, I step over, and then I lower my base down. I don't want to put my knee on the mat. I want to stay on my foot here. In this position, like I said, guys, you can go straight to the pass, or if you have your base down low, you don't have to be in a big rush. I make my lapel grip, I make my knee grip, right? As I'm here, as I start leaning forward, I know she's going to frame. She doesn't want me to get chest to chest with her. So as I lean in, I'm anticipating the frames come in. And the moment I feel those frames, that's when I step with the far side leg and kick back with the other one, right? So as I'm here, I'm going to go really slow this time, guys. I lean forward. I feel her frame. Once she frames, I take my foot on the left side. I step. I put all my weight on her hands. At the same time as I kick my other leg back, my hand's going to push her leg out of the way. So as I'm leaning forward, I step my leg back. I move her leg. I step in. I widen my base, knee on belly. I don't want you guys being here so close. I want that foot out nice and wide. One more time. Coming in, head quarter position. I've got my lapel grip. I've got my knee grip. I lean forward, step, knee on belly, base. All right, guys. 1, 2, 3.
My hip.
What's up? All right, you guys want to circle back up one more time, and I'll show you. All right, guys, so one more time. From the De La Riva hook position, I've stepped over. I've got my headquarters position. As I lean forward, she frames. I step, kick back, move, step, knee on belly. One more time, live speed. Headquarters position. I lean forward, she frames, and I work my pass. 1, 2, 3. I just need a good monitor so I can see them, and then. But the thing is they'll hear themselves if I need like a AirPod in or something. Make sure when you finish on knee on belly, that left foot is to the mat and not your left knee. In a competition, if your left knee is on the mat instead of your foot, you won't get any of the points for those. Looking good, guys. right, y'all circle back in. Do you guys have any kind of questions over the technique so far, or can we move along? Perfect. Okay, guys, so a lot of times when we work on the pass, regardless of knee on belly, side control, north-south, they're going to fight. They're not trying to give up those easy points. So really common, they'll really try to push that knee off the belly because they know, one, you've gotten guard pass points, so that's 3 points. And then if they keep knee on belly, that's the 2 additional. So people always try to push that knee off. And remember, in jiu-jitsu, we don't always have to fight right against each other. So kind of go with the person at this moment. What we're going to do, we pop a knee on belly on the pass. When they go to push my knee off, I'm going to slide my knee to the mat and try to connect my hip with their hip. Okay, so let's go ahead and jump into technique. All right, so once we get to knee on belly, it's really common. She'll take her hands and she'll push my knee, not straight back, but she'll push them off to the side, right? So what I'm going to do as she pushes it off to the side, I'm going to drop my knee to the mat. And after my knee hits the mat, I'm going to slide my knee all the way out until my hip is right against her hip. So one more time, once I'm knee on belly here, she goes to push my knee, I drop, and I'm going to go straight to side control. So everything together, I'm coming into our headquarters position. I start working on my pass, knee on belly, she pushes my knee off, and I'm going to go straight to side control to maintain. Come this way. One more time. Headquarters position, I'm leaning forward, she her hands, I work my pass. The time she gets knee on belly, she pushes my knee off, and I turn straight to side control. Alright, so that could be a little drill you guys do. We can pop straight up knee on belly, and the time I pop up knee on belly, go right back down. Here, she pushes it off, right back down. Alright guys, 1, 2, 3.
That works.
I just don't like all the lag.
That's far away.
Tom, make sure you slide your knee all the way out to your hip is on the mat right next to his hip.
Why can I not log in?
right, guys, circle back in. All right, guys, so once you drop down the side control, I really need you to throw that crossface in. If you don't throw the crossface in, one, they're either going to regard, or two, they're going to go to turtle. So make sure you throw the crossface in. And when she goes to push my knee, I want to guide my own knee. I want my knee sliding to the inside, not straight back, right? So when I'm knee on belly here, they're not going to push my leg straight back. They're going to push it more to the side. So one more time. When I'm here and she pushes my knee, it drops to the mat, and then I'm going to do like a knee slide pass. My knee's going to slide all the way up till my hip is right next to her hip. My other arm is always looking for an underhook. But once I get here, like I said, I know she's going to start framing. You're trying to go to turtle, right? That's the two most common things. That's what always happen. So the time my hip hits the mat and I have my underhook, I need to take and throw that crossface in. So as I throw the crossface in, that's when I'll get my control. All right, so one more time. Knee on belly. Outside knee must be up. This is not knee on belly. Okay, it doesn't count. Knee has to be up. When I'm here, she pulls my knee off. I drop to the mat. I'm looking for the underhook, sliding to my hip, switching my hip, throwing the crossface. One more time, live speed. I'm here, dropping down, I throw the crossface in and control. All right, guys, 1, 2, 3. Probably showing that straight jacket thing that I said it should. Because that's literally the position that we end up in.
The choke and everything?
Just a control. All right, guys, y'all circle back in one more time. All right, guys, so many times when we get to this position here and we're hip to hip, they're always going to start framing nice and heavy. Right? I can't just simply push the arm out of the way. What I want to do, I want to make a C-clamp right on the ribs, right? As I make the C-clamp, I'm going to start putting a little pressure in. Once I put some pressure in, all I'm going to do is rotate all the way until I'm completely perpendicular, basically like side control, but I want to ensure that her arm gets trapped between my stomach and her stomach. So as I'm here, I make my C-clamp on the wrist, I put some pressure in. Once I've got the pressure in, that's when I start rotating and folding her arm all the way down. So I've got my grip, I take some hold and trap, all right? So this is my new position. So one more time, I'm here, I've got an underhook. Make sure you always have the underhook. If she has the underhook, she's taking my back. I have the underhook, I make my C-clamp, I start putting pressure forward, I rotate, drop, and hold, right? Once I have this arm trapped, I know she's going to take the other arm and start framing in my neck. If she's pushing here, I'm just going to maintain. If she's able to push me all the way out to here, push one. When she's here, that's when I've taken the frame. I'm going to reach my arm through. And I'm going to push with my elbow all the way around and trap. Once I've got her arm trapped, I take my arm that's across the body and reach back on the same side right by the hip. Once I'm here, I'm going to rotate a little bit closer to the head here. Once I'm here, I want to ensure that her elbow is right here on my lap. So one more time. I'm in side control. I trap the wrist, pressure forward, rotate, trap. My other arm is hugging, right? We stay here for a second. When she starts framing and pushing me far away, that's when I put a post in. I reach through. When I'm here, I'm not circling around. I'm pushing with my elbow. Push with the elbow under the head. My hand is going to cup the shoulder. My far side of hand is going to reach over, and then I rotate here to here. Really strong control position, guys. Hands up. 1, 2, 3.
You might want to show that wrist control slow.
Hey, do you want us starting from the pad or from side control?
Just go ahead and start from side control, just so that they have enough time to actually rep.
Hip to hip.
You guys start hip to hip, the way I showed. Nice, Connor. You can have Brandon try to move around a bit when you get to the position just to feel how good of control it is. But guys, like I said, this is called a straight jacket side control. You've got to make sure both arms are trapped. If he sneaks the one arm out, you're only isolating one arm at that time. So, like I said, try to really focus on trapping both the arms.
It said no results found on live. I'm subscribed. Oh, here. Oh. You're not as camping, JP? Here it is.
Guys, circle back up one more time. All right, guys, one more time, starting from the beginning. Like I said, this whole position is really focusing on trapping both of her arms, right? So I know she's going to frame. When she starts framing, I'll take a C-clamp on the wrist. Okay, as I'm here, I drop forward, that's when I'm going to rotate and clap. Her arm is between my chest and her body, just like so. If I'm too far out here, I'm here, she's going to sneak the elbow all the way through and back out. Once I'm here, I'm going to be, my knees are in nice and tight, close to her body, and I'm laying right on top of her arm here. All right, I'm controlling. Once she starts pushing on my face and pushing all the way away, enough space, that's when my arm goes through. Okay, so she pushes a little bit more, I frame, I reach through, and I push with my elbow. Push with the elbow back, and then I go underneath. And look, once I get here, her elbow is going to be right behind my lap. If her elbow is here, that's no good. She's just going to pull the arm back through. So once I'm here, and I circle all the way around, I grab. And I see the elbow's behind me. She cannot pull the elbow out. I take my hand over to the mat, and I'd circle to here and maintain. So one more time. Side control, trap the wrist, maintain. She starts framing, post, circle around, control. Make sure that arm is all the way across and the arm is still trapped underneath. I'll take my hand over and then I'm going to circle towards the head a bit. Once you get to this position, if she tries to circle away from you, it's not going to work out so well. It's because you're trapping that far side elbow. All right, guys. 1, 2, 3. I'm getting used to it now. Connor, are you able to get behind or get Brandon's elbow behind your lat or no? Nice. Jordan, reach your left hand all the way to Pito's left shoulder. So when Jordan got to the final position, I need him to take that cross face arm and reach deeper underneath all the way to your far side shoulder. It was just too shallow. It's going to be harder to maintain from there. Yes, exactly. All right, guys, circle up one more time. All right, guys, so one more time. In this position, I can't simply push her arm down. That's not going to work, right? So when I'm here, I'm using my body to drive forward. Okay, so I've got the grip. I'm driving forward. Now when I have all my pressure down, that's when I take it and just rotate. Okay, I can't just push the arm off. It never works like that. You got to use your whole body. So I'm here, driving forward, rotate. I'm laying on top of the arm here. Once I'm here, I'll reach all the way under for regular side control. If I can maintain here, that's good. I don't need to, go any further. However, she's not going to like this position. She's always going to frame on my face or my neck. Okay, if she barely frames, I'll just embrace it and hold on. But if she pushes me far away, when I'm here, I take my arm, I reach through my elbow. I push with my elbow. Once I'm here, I go, not just to here, guys. I want to take this hand and reach all the way through. Okay, so you see my hand is all the way cupping the shoulder. It's not a shallow grip. If I have a shallow grip, she can take it, just pull her arm free. Right? So when she's framing, I block, I reach through, I circle. I want to reach my hand all the way as far as I can, palm up and cup the shoulder. Okay, this is gi or no gi. Once I'm here, now I reach my hand over to the mat. And to make the position better, I'm going to get up off my knee slightly, and I want to almost simulate like I'm going to north-south. We're not going to completely transition to north-south, but I need to rotate just a hair. So once I get to about here, this is going to be your best control position. So one more time. I'm in side control. She's framing. I've got my grip. I rotate and drop. Maintain side control. When she starts framing, I post, I reach through, push with my elbow, and I circle my hand all the way deep under the shoulder. Once I'm here, switch my hands, rotate, and maintain. 1, 2, 3. That's looking much, much better, guys. What's up? Can you change the angle of your camera really quick? Okay, so watch, look on the main TV. I'll show you one more time. All right, guys, so I'm here. I've got the wrist control. I drive forward and I trap. I secure side control, right? I'm hunkered directly chest over chest with them. Once I'm here and they start framing, I block, I keep my connection, and I reach my arm through. Can you pull your arm down to the mat there, Martha?
No.
See how she can't pull the arm weight to the side, that's when the arm comes back out. So as I'm here, I'm chest to chest, completely square here. If I lean just a hair, that's when that pocket opens for the arm to go. So I'm maintaining here. She starts pushing my face away. I trap, I reach through, I'm really driving a lot of pressure right through them, almost as if I'm sprawling. As I'm doing that sprawling like motion, that's when I reach through and I push with the elbow. Guys, the most important part of this is I take her arm all the way across. If this here, a little bit too much on the same side as her body, it's not going to work. I want her arm all the way across, right? So as I'm here, I push my elbow all the way back, as far as I can back, and then I circle under and maintain. All right, 1, 2, 3. Yeah, man, much better. Tom, next time make sure you're putting more pressure through your chest versus on your knees. Yeah, Pito, this technique's rough on the tight shoulders, bro. That's all you search. Alright guys, y'all circle in one last time. I'm going to show you one little detail. I need to really make sure you guys get this part. After that, we're going to do a little bit of specific training, a couple live rolls, and we'll call it a day. Alright guys, so once I'm in this position, the only thing I'm trying to do is collapse her arm down against her body. I do not have to push it all the way across on this near side arm. It's not necessary, right? Assuming I'm hip to hip here, I've got my underhook. Once I'm here, all I'm trying to do is fold her arm straight down. I'm not trying to push it across the body. As I'm here, I'm using, I'd say about 70% of my body weight and pressure and maybe 30% of guiding with my hand. So as I'm here, I'm literally just trying to fold her arm down and lay on top of it here. Okay guys? Once you got to this position and they start framing, I'm seeing some people do this and circle. It's not a circling. It's going to be too weak and she'll slip the arm out. You're going to use your lash. You're going to use the elbow, right? So once I get my elbow behind her tricep, I push straight back. I don't try to circle you. I push straight back. Once I'm here, that's when I go across and underneath. I want you to pay attention to your elbow. If you guys can see the elbow, try to slide your elbow out. See how it's hitting my lat? If you don't have that arm far enough and it's about here, she's going to pull the arm back free. Okay? So my lat is what's going to be the post or the frame for blocking her elbow. So like I said, I want her elbow behind my lat here. And then I circle. Once I get to that position, that's when I reach over and maintain side control. Okay guys, so what I want you to do, get you a quick water break if you need it. I want you to come back out, set up the straight jacket side control. We're going to put 1 minute on the timer. If you're on top, the only thing I want you to do is maintain the side control position. If you're on bottom, you have two options. Either you can get back up to top position with a reversal, or you can get your guard back. That's the only thing I want you guys to do. Okay, y'all get a quick water break, come back out, and I'll have either Pito or Connor set up the timer. All right, guys, 1, 2, 3. Hey Connor, how do I sound on the TV? How do I sound on the TV? Okay, we'll probably have to play around with the angles a little bit as far as letting you guys see. So if you need me to change angles or show a different view, just let me know and I can kind of move with you guys.
Sounds good.
Everything else looks so-so though? Okay. Alright, it doesn't look like I'm too zoomed out on the camera. We did that little test with Gabe and he had to stay about, I'd say 6 or 8 feet away. I had it much closer, but he said it looked like I was too zoomed in when he seen it closer.
I think this is the perfect. This is really awesome.
What's the feedback? Hey, tell the guys to be honest, man. They ain't going to hurt my feelings. If we need to make some changes. Let's go to the guys in.
Perfect.
If you guys could just set 1 minute on the timer and get set up in side control, we're going to do 1 minute on top and then switch top and bottom and do maybe 2 rounds of that.
Beautiful landscape, like the background and stuff.
Oh, she's watching it right now.
She said she'd compensate.
Have to play around with them, keeping their phone plugged away or something. I like him having WhatsApp with you guys in real time.
It's going to be tricky with the kids when there are so many kids. It's going to be very rough.
I hear it, dude. I'm hearing the birds. Alright guys, y'all circle back in really quick. Alright, you guys have any questions or anything? I've seen some of you got some good usage out of today's technique already as far as the control position. Yeah, so in that position, if they ever slip the near side arm out, I'm too far away from them. I've usually got my knees or my body like a heavy over a sprawl position. I need to kind of hunker in. This position, guys, is going to be like you're molding around the person. You don't allow any space. It's not it's not like the 100-kilo side control where you're trying to be heavy as possible. It's more of just the tightness of position. It's not going to feel as heavy as some of the other forms of side control, but as far as the control aspect, it's phenomenal. All right, guys, let's do 2 5-minute rounds live. Think about today's technique. Okay, if you're on top, think about today's X pass from the headquarters position. If you run into knee or belly and they're pushing the knee off, remember, don't fight against it. Just drop down the side control and then try to get to the straight jacket side control if possible, guys. You go ahead and set the timer up. Watching you. 1, 2, 3. Can you get a picture of that? Of like the setup over here. Right here, so you can actually see the laptop.
Why don't you take a picture?
Because then I'm in the thing, take a picture of the picture.
So what do you want me to do?
Take a picture of this.
And then I'll be in a picture.
Not if you do it from there.
Well, that's what I'm doing. And you said, what are you doing? I can see all of this.
I really want to see like the image. Either way, I don't want like a ton of stuff. I want to see like the whole camera setup, the tripod.
Okay. Almost wanted a picture, or Josh to take one of us demonstrating, but I mean, we have the windows open and everything in the background.
I guess right here more some of it.
I mean, I can see this. They're out there. Stop moving. Not the close out Oh, I see why I can't close the window.
For some reason, the gym camera started getting really loud. I can hear them breathing it off. again, think about today's pass. You're in position.
All right,
Guys, one more round.
Stay still and close. Oh, goodness. Did it end?
Now it says NDI. It's up.
I had to just restart it.
Maximize it. There you go.
Yeah. All right, you guys line up really quick. Yes, please.
Alright, yeah. I guess, yeah, I'll have my over. Yes, please.
All right, guys. Thanks for being patient with me this morning. We're gonna make a couple of little changes. Try to get a little bit faster time as far as I'll get a little feedback from Connor and Pito after we finish up class this morning. But if you guys have any recommendations of anything I can do to make the experience better, please let me know. Also, if you need to get direct contact with me, download WhatsApp. That's going to be the quickest, fastest, easiest way to talk to me. Outside of that, guys, I'll be back in person April 2nd. We'll be coming in that week, and I'll be teaching all week long. So in the meantime, y'all keep it up. If you need anything, just give me a call. All right, guys. Let's. Hey, Connor, can you hear me? From the, hold on one second.